Now we're learning that BJP's Sankalp Patra for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections of 2024 is going to be launched at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. This is the latest input that we are bringing to you. Remember, various states where the Bharatiya Janata Party is in power, including Uttar Pradesh as well, have been busy collecting opinions of the masses only so that they can be incorporated in the Sankalp Patra. Let's quickly go across to Payal, who's joining us with more details. Payal, there's a very interesting part to the Sankalp Patra of BJP. The fact that it has called it the Sankalp Patra and not the Ghoshna Patra goes on to also indicate much about what the BJP is envisioning for the years ahead.
Yes, Akansha, for the last decade or so, ever since Narendra Modi has come to power in the center, the BJP has called its manifesto as Sankalp Patra because basically they say that that's something which is going to be part of their commitment. It's not a vision document, but it is something which the BJP wants to put into action. And that's the reason they say that jo bola so kiya, jo niyati thi wahi humne kiya. So that's something which of course the BJP has elaborated extensively over the last few years. And now that the Prime Minister in fact is in the middle of the campaign trail, tomorrow will be an important day given the fact that the BJP will tell the people of the country what they have in mind for them for the year 2024 to 2029. Remember, the Prime Minister already has said that they have a vision so far as Viksit Sankalp, Viksit Bharat Sankalp is concerned. That is something the basis of which the government is going to go ahead in the next term. Already ministers have been told to come up with their plans for the next 50 days or probably 100 days and then come up with a plan for the next 5 years. So the BJP in fact is going to call it Sankalp Patra, what we are given to understand as Modi ki guarantee. And jo bola so kiya, so that's going to be the big focus as far as that is really concerned. It remains to be seen what announcements the BJP really makes and what the BJP says about this. Given the fact that the Congress party has already announced its manifesto, the BJP has been extremely critical of the manifesto, especially with the announcements that have been made to appease certain communities. That remains to be seen as to what the vision for the Narendra Modi government is going to be for the next term.
Payal, stay with us. I'm also joined in by Aman at the moment on the phone line. Aman, the fact that, the Bharatiya Janata Party had been eliciting responses from the masses to incorporate their suggestions in the Sankalp Patra only goes on to sort of indicate the democratic approach of the party where they want to involve the masses. But having said that, what is the sense that you're getting can be the expectations of this from this Sankalp Patra?
Well, Akanksha, what I've been hearing from sources is some big promises will be made. I think the highlight could be the promise to have one nation, one election from 2029 if the BJP is voted back to power. The report on one nation, one election was submitted to the president by the former President Ramnath Kovind last month. And, that report, the BJP may promise in its manifesto, its Sankalp Patra, that they will accept this report and from 2029, all states and the center Lok Sabha elections will be together. That could be one promise. The other promise, of course, is expected to be the uniform civil code because one state, Uttarakhand, has already brought it and some other few BJP-ruled states are in the process of bringing it. So the BJP could promise that the uniform civil code could be brought by a majority of BJP-ruled governments and maybe a consultation at a national level could be undertaken regarding it in the next term so that it could become a reality. Also, what I'm hearing is that certain welfare schemes, there has been demand in certain welfare schemes like the PM Kisan Nidhi Yojana, the Ayushman Bharat schemes which were launched in the first term of the Modi government, essentially. So those schemes have not seen any hike in the amount that is given under the schemes. PM Kisan Nidhi is still rupees 6,000 a year and Ayushman Bharat offers a 5 lakh rupees cover. So there may be a promise to maybe expand both these schemes to cover more beneficiaries, as well be maybe offer a more bigger quantum of money under these schemes because these schemes have been big vote pullers for the BJP even in these state elections. That could be likely. We don't know for sure now, but that is what we are hearing from our sources. We only know when the manifesto is out. Also, the manifesto, I think, could paint a larger picture of the growth story of India and how the Modi government plans to take it forward.
I also want you to focus on the contrast between the two parties and the manifestos because remember, the Congress party has called it Nyay Patra versus the BJP which is calling it the Sankalp Patra. What will be BJP's priorities when you compare it with Congress? Will there be a mention for the Kisan? Will there be a mention for the Mahila Shakti, which is also been a priority so far in the last 2 tenures of the Bharatiya Janata Party? Do draw that contrast for us.
Well, consciously, the two major schemes that the government is very keen to push on its next term, the Modi government. One, I would tell you, is the Lakpati Didi scheme, which, Prime Minister has also been mentioning from the election stages. This is something, Lakpati Didi scheme, which plans to empower women in the country, make them self-sufficient entrepreneurs, and, in a way, earning their income themselves at the rural level. There could be a big announcement about the Lakpati Didi scheme that I'm hearing. The second scheme, which is very high on Mr. Modi's agenda, is this solar power scheme, where the big scheme that the government has launched in this term, which has seen some reasonable success, is giving solar power to every household, so that not only you produce solar power for your own household, but even you sell a part of it back to the government and earn from it. This is something that the manifesto may throw a light on how the government plans to make it a bigger issue in the coming elections. The Congress manifesto, which had come out, the BJP has been saying that it is full of freebies, this cash component for women or for other sections of society, especially the promises that were made for minorities by the Congress and its manifesto have come under
All right.
severe attack by the BJP on the issue of communal polarization.